Tonight on the Andy Zoric show. Cool, I cut him out. Thank you. Oh, you are too kind. Thank you, and welcome to the Andy Zoric Show. The only show on YouTube that believes the Ghostbusters reboot happened because they took the original script, removed all the pronouns, and played a drunken game of Mad Libs. I am your host, the aforementioned Andy Zoric, and tonight our top story is breaking news out of Turkey. There's a coup. Very few funny things to say about a turkey coup. Turkey coup. Yeah, the farmers get that one. Donald Trump picked a running mate, and Indiana Governor Mike Pence. Trump and Pence. TNP. Wait. The Republicans are running a TP ticket?
I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
It's like everything he does is there to remind us that no matter what he does, Hillary is the alternative. Reports surfaced this week that Tim Tebow would speak at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. When asked about the engagement, Tebow claimed he knew nothing of the invite. So, no Tebow at the convention, just like every NFL starting lineup. Speaking of not all there, here's your Joe Biden meme of the week. Last week, the FBI decided not to pursue indictment on Hillary Clinton for her misuse of top-secret data while Secretary of State. Here I have the top 10 reasons why. So from our home office in Sioux City, Iowa, the top 10 FBI excuses for not indicting Hillary. Number 10. We don't know what evidence was deleted because it was deleted. Number 9. Frankly, we're scared of her. Number 8. Since getting into her servers, the Russians have stopped trying to hack all our other systems, so bright side? Number 7. We knew Pokemon Go was coming out, and we really couldn't do any time commitments beyond that. Number 6. Bill was very convincing with AG Loretta Lynch, if you know what I mean. Since when do corrupt politicians go to jail? Number 4. If we couldn't get Bill for perjury, what chance do we have with Hillary? Number 3. New rule. Laws don't apply to the elite. Number 2. We've finally given up all pretenses that the entire government isn't completely corrupt. And the number 1 FBI excuse for not indicting Hillary. Do we not indict her? Sorry, our bad. Maybe next time. Last week, Pokemon Go was released in the US. It's the first video game that forces you to go outside and play. We had this when I was a kid. It was called Going Outside to Play. Since the US launch, the number of registered Pokemon players has surpassed the number of users on Pinterest and Tinder, and is closing in on surpassing Snapchat and Twitter. But there's no better way to describe the impact of this game than a story a friend of mine posted on Facebook. As he puts it, Vincent went to Jimmy John's for lunch Wednesday. When he went through the drive-thru, he got a vibration on his phone and checked it. It was a Pokemon alert. He was looking at it while the attendant came up to the drive-thru and asked him how his game was going. He said, "You've got a Pikachu in your parking lot." The guy turned around and said, "Hey, there's a Pikachu in the parking lot." At which point, all of the employees not currently tied down ran out with their phones, as well as about half the customers. I can totally see this happening. Well, are you playing Pokemon? After last week's tragic events in Dallas and again in Nice, France, I believe some somber words are in order. There's a lot of division among ethnic and political lines. When blood is drawn, it's time to look for a solution. And I know what we need to do. If you're black, you see a police officer, please go up to that police officer. Open your arms, smile, and hug it out. And if you're a police officer and you see a black person, hug it out. And if you're a Democrat and you know a Republican, please take the time to hug it out. Republicans, if you know any Trump supporters, you know what to do. Hug it out. And if you're a member of ISIS, go up to pretty much anyone and hug it out. Hillary Clinton, it's been a long time coming, but I think now is the time for you to hug it out with Bill. Of course, he may want to bring his girlfriend along, so you probably should hug her too. In fact, I think it's time we had a national hug it out candidate. Maybe it's time for me to put my hat into the 2016 ring. If elected, I will be able to get things done by hugging it out. You think I can't cross the aisle? Have you seen Harry Reid lately? Don't you think he needs a hug? That hug could cut spending, lower taxes, and put an American on Mars by 2020. My platform works on foreign policy too. When it comes to the border, I will hug it out with Enrique Pena. Brexit happened, but for those of you still in the EU, you can still hug it out. And if the Ayatollah wants a nuke, well, I'm willing to give it to him. Special air delivery right to his front porch. No? That's where you draw the line? Promising to start World War III? Wow. That candidacy was shorter than Jim Webb's. Okay, maybe I'll try again in 4 years. Here's your craft beer of the week. Today, I'm drinking Dark Helmet by Westbrook Brewing Company out of South Carolina. This is labeled as a dark rye beer. Dark enough for you? A lot of dark beers kind of just give up on the flavor toward the end of the drink. This one does not have that problem. The rye not as pronounced as some rye beers are. It's a pretty heady flavor. But overall, it's actually a pretty good beer. And it comes in a full liter, so you can drink on this all night. I give this one about a 3.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, and especially for the nice comments on the video last week. Stick around for more news on the baby front. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Andy Zoric. Don't forget to talk about the show on social media with the hashtag AndyZoricShow. Tune in next time to see if my attempt to claim the Turkish throne is successful. Until then, I hope it was good for you as it was for me. Good night. What? You want an end credit scene? That's all I got. Busy week.